The government isn't telling you the full story about what is happening to your favorite hardware. While everyone is arguing about the headlines, specific models are being wiped off the map through a mix of state laws and international bans that are already trickling into our borders. You might think you are safe because you follow federal rules, but a quiet change in how a part is defined can make your favorite hobby a legal nightmare in an instant. Most people are looking at the wrong laws and worrying about the wrong things, while the real restrictions are being snuck in through the back door. Let's jump into the details so you can stay ahead and keep your collection on the right side of the law. Number 7. IWI Tavor X95. You know this unique piece of hardware as a compact gas piston bullpup design. This specific platform looks like it belongs in a science fiction movie, because the action and the magazine are located way back behind the trigger. It is an incredibly reliable and compact piece of engineering that enthusiasts absolutely love for its balance and how easy it is to move around tight corners. All the weight sits right against your shoulder, making it feel totally different from a standard setup. However, depending on exactly where you live in the country, getting your hands on one is becoming an absolute nightmare. The issue here isn't a massive federal crackdown that applies to everyone from the East Coast to the West Coast. Instead, it is explicitly listed in Illinois, Washington, or Massachusetts rosters. That means if you happen to live in these states, your local politicians have literally written this exact platform onto a restrictive list. You could be living just 10 minutes away from a state border, and while the guy a few miles away can walk into an outdoor shop and buy one without a second thought, you are entirely out of luck. It is incredibly frustrating for normal, law-abiding people who just want a high-quality bullpup platform for home defense or taking out to the range on a Saturday. Number 6. Saiga 12. We have an absolute powerhouse that has been causing massive headaches for regulators for years. This is an AK pattern, semi-automatic 12-gauge shotgun capable of accepting large box magazines or drums. Just think about that combination for a second. You get the rugged, incredibly famous reliability of an AK-style action that can handle mud and dirt. But instead of standard rifle rounds, it is throwing heavy 12-gauge shells down the range. And because it takes big box magazines or massive drum mags, it is a total beast. It is easily one of the most fun things you could ever possibly take to a range day. While it has faced import bans for years due to Russian sanctions, things have recently taken a massive turn for the worse right here at home. The supply drying up from overseas was bad enough, but it is now being heavily targeted by domestic state-level bans. Recent legislation in several states strictly prohibits semi-automatic shotguns capable of accepting detachable magazines. Politicians looked at how fast you can swap a magazine on this platform. They got totally spooked by the way it looks, and they pushed through aggressive new laws to shut it down. In those states, it is completely banned from future sales or transfers. If you live in one of those areas, the door is completely slammed in your face. You cannot buy a brand new one. You cannot pick one up used from a buddy, and it is totally locked out of the market. It is a massive blow to people who love the AK platform and want to experience one of the most legendary shotguns ever built. Number 5. Auto-Ordnance M1 Carbine. This is a modern reproduction of the classic World War II era M1 Carbine. We're not talking about some modern, tactical, plastic-heavy sporting rifle here. This is a piece of living, breathing history. It is a faithful recreation of the exact wooden rifle that your grandfather or great-grandfather might have carried across Europe or the Pacific during the Second World War. You take this out of the safe to smell the wood and the oil and to feel connected to the past. But similar to the bullpup shotguns we will talk about next, it was shockingly swept up in the recent Canadian firearm prohibitions. Models from Auto-Ordnance and Inland Manufacturing were just added to a massive list, meaning people up north woke up one day to find their historical replicas were suddenly illegal. Imagine finding out that a wooden piece of world history is now viewed as a massive threat by the government. And the craziness doesn't stop at the Canadian border. Furthermore, in the U.S., states like Washington and Illinois have passed stringent assault weapons bans that prohibit the sale of many semi-automatic rifles. These broad, sweeping laws are so aggressively written that they end up sweeping up historical replicas alongside modern sporting rifles. You just want to preserve a vital piece of military history and pass it down to your kids. but the law treats it like a completely different animal. It shows exactly how blind and confusing these regulations can be when politicians rush to ban things without actually understanding the mechanics or the history behind them. Make sure you subscribe to All About Survival right now to stay ahead of all these confusing laws and keep your collection safe. Number 4. Beretta MK10. We have a whole category of firearms that causes massive confusion on the internet every single day. We are looking at the Panzer Arms BP12 and similar magazine-fed bullpup semi-automatic shotguns. These things look incredibly modern, aggressive, and they definitely stand out when you see them sitting on a rack at your local outdoor store. They look like something a tactical team would use in a movie, but the reason you keep seeing them popping up is pretty wild. These firearms frequently appear on ban lists because of Canada. The Canadian government recently implemented a sweeping prohibition on over 179 firearm models, and they specifically targeted these tactical-style shotguns. The politicians up there went on television and just wiped them off the map for their citizens with the stroke of a pen. The amnesty period for owners to surrender or deactivate them expires early in the year, meaning they are now completely banned for our neighbors to the north. Number 3. FGC-9. We are down to the top 3, and number 3 is an absolute wild card that has the government completely scrambling. The name stands for Fuck Gun Control 9mm. This is a partially 3D printed, semi-automatic pistol caliber carbine designed to be built entirely at home using unregulated parts. It is the absolute ultimate DIY project for anyone who loves tinkering at a workbench. The whole point of this project was to give everyday people the ability to create something reliable without having to ask the government for permission or go through a traditional dealer. You literally just watch a machine build the parts layer by plastic layer right in your bedroom. Because it is privately manufactured and heavily relies on polymers, it is caught in the crosshairs of both ghost gun legislation and undetectable firearms laws. Politicians are terrified of the idea that someone with a 3D printer and a trip to the local hardware store can bypass their entire regulatory system. To fight back and shut this down, several U.S. states have recently passed laws explicitly banning the manufacturing or sharing of files for 3D printed firearms. This is where things get truly insane. They aren't just trying to ban the physical object anymore. They are explicitly making it illegal to even share the digital computer files required to print it. Number 2. Beretta CX4 Storm. This iconic pistol caliber carbine is one of the most ergonomic and reliable tools ever produced by the oldest name in the industry. It is a masterpiece of design that shares magazines with the Beretta 92FS and PX4 handguns, making it the perfect companion for anyone who already owns those classic sidearms. It features a unique futuristic thumbhole stock that was originally designed to make it comfortable and easy to control, but that very feature has now become its biggest legal liability. In many states, the thumbhole stock and the pistol grip-like design have caused it to be flagged under feature tests in new legislation. Even though it fires standard handgun rounds and has a 16-inch barrel, it is now being banned by name in several jurisdictions, even if you try to modify the stock. It doesn't matter if you fix the features. If the law says Beretta CX4, then you are out of luck. It is a frustrating situation for fans of the platform who just want a reliable carbine that works with the magazines they already have. It shows how banned-by-name laws can target even the most practical and well-designed tools on the market. Number 1. Polymer 80 PF940C. This one completely shattered the traditional DIY building community. We are looking at kits that allow users to build a fully functional Glock-style handgun at home using an 80% finished frame. For a long time, having an 80% frame shipped straight to your front door was an awesome, completely legal hobby. You got the plastic kit in the mail, spent a relaxing afternoon drilling out a few specific holes, filling down some plastic tabs with a simple tool, and you built yourself a reliable piece of equipment from scratch. You felt a massive sense of accomplishment making it with your own two hands. But the government absolutely hated that platform. The ATF's frame and receiver rule redefined these kits as firearms. They literally looked at a block of plastic that still needed to be drilled and machined and legally decided to call it a gun. While not outright banned from existence entirely, it is now a federal violation for retailers to sell these complete kits without a serial number and a background check. The whole point of the hobby was to avoid going through a dealer, but the government essentially killed that convenience overnight. And it gets even worse depending on your zip code. Additionally, several states have outright banned the possession of unserialized firearms, making the traditional ghost gun illegal in those jurisdictions. So not only did the federal government completely change how they are sold online, but local laws are actually criminalizing the ones you already built in the past. The entire culture of building at home is under a massive coordinated attack from every possible angle. Subscribe to All About Survival to stay ahead of the regulations and keep your hardware safe.